Today is our last day at sea, which means it's our last full day on the cruise ship. And there were many really positive experiences that we've had over the last 2 weeks. Notably, some of the incredible places that we've been able to visit, from mainland Europe to different islands, and it is a lot better to visit these places on a ship as opposed to having to fly to these places. And for islands, there's not a lot of options. You can't take a bus there, you can't take a train there, so a ship is definitely the best way to get there. Secondly, just like the design of the ship was really good. I mean, I really enjoyed the activities from the iFly to the North Star, and our room I was really happy with the entire time. There's no reason I could ever think of having anything besides an indoor cabin. All the people trying to persuade you to spend more money on a suite or window view or balcony, I don't think that is a good use of your money. Also, the incredible staff. I mean, we met so many amazing people, and I know that we'll have a personal guide anytime we go to the western part of the Gambia or to Bali to see the real part of Bali.
Okay.
It's the pride of the Gambia.
Yes, the Gambia, and these are the first explorers I have ever met in my life. So keep exploring the world,
Yeah. Something on a negative note, though, unfortunately, while we may have made many lifetime friends with many of the staff, I would say we didn't really make a lot of friends with fellow passengers. And that is more because, but to me, this wasn't a really relaxing experience because I felt like we were always on edge. We didn't go more than a minute walking around the public areas without hearing people cough. It's perfectly natural for people to cough. I mean, we're human beings, but the sad reality is a large amount of people were coughing and sneezing, and a really small amount of those people were actually like covering their mouth. So it wasn't really relaxing because we were always dodging people who were coughing and sneezing. We didn't want to get sick, right? I mean, we're on this thing for 2 weeks and there's really not a lot of places to hide. Yes, it's a transatlantic cruise and it's a little less busy than normal. I think it has about 4,000 people on this, and a fully maxed out cruise could have another 1,000 to 1,300 people. I couldn't even imagine that many people on a cruise ship. There's not that much room here. You know, I mean, it felt pretty busy at times when we're getting food and stuff like that.
Good morning.
Hey.
It's okay we film you?
Oh.
It's okay?
You make it
Yeah.
podcast.
Good.
How are you doing? You good?
Good.
Good to see you. Good to Benedict?
Yes.
Nice something too.
And also just like the impatience of a lot of people while we were getting drinks. We're not filling up huge jugs of water here. You get a cup of water and someone like pushes past you to get water or coffee. You're at the all-you-can-eat buffet where there's 5 options of basically everything, and you'll get something a little bit on your plate and people like kind of pass in to get the thing right next to you. It's like everyone's like pushing and like everyone's in a hurry to get somewhere and there's nowhere to go. We're stuck on this cruise ship. So that wasn't so best, and the fact that, you know, we had to constantly make sure that we weren't getting sick. But it's kind of sad that we've been traveling for 3 years and we haven't had to worry about this, and we've been on planes and tight buses and little tiny minivans, and we haven't seen this amount of like, I don't know, entitlement or like lack of concern for anybody else. And speaking of like that entitlement, like it's been really kind of frustrating at like dinner and other things where the reality is the crew is amazing and they work extremely hard, but like people are just rude and inconsiderate. Like people are away from their families from 7 to 8 months. I don't even know what they're making. If they're not US citizens, I doubt they're making federal minimum wage. It's only $7 an hour, maximum anyways. And people have like these requests, and some guys at other tables were like complaining to management and getting people written up. I mean, this is their livelihood. People are away from their families for 7 to 8 months, working their tails off, and you're going to take away their livelihood because you didn't get your cheese plate on time or because you had to wait 5 minutes to get your entree. Like, and this is at the main dining room where we've already paid for things. It's not above and beyond. It's not a steakhouse or specialty dining, and it's just really sad, and that kind of really took it away from me. And I think overall, cruising's really not the kind of vacation that really vibes me. Like I said, I didn't really feel relaxed. We were at the ports, which I'm really glad we were able to visit, but we were there on like weird times, like a Sunday morning or at night, or we get there in the morning and things don't actually open up until 12 or 1 and we had to be back at the ship at 3. So that wasn't the ideal way to experience these locations. Plus, we really like diving into the culture, and it just seems like no one else is really interested in that. Like, you get off the ship and you get immediately into a very expensive excursion with people you've already been hanging out with 2 weeks, and you don't get off the beaten path. You wouldn't meet locals like we met locals. You wouldn't get to experience the things that we experienced. So I think that we made the most of it, and we still couldn't do everything we wanted to based off of limited time. But we're really excited that we were able to meet people and from these different countries, and we have new countries and new locations added to our bucket list. The only difference would be Katy felt more seasickness than I did, so she had a rough couple of days, especially in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Overall, we had the internet package, and we were talking to someone last night who was surprised it actually worked. Besides like one day where it was like really rainy and really miserable outside, the internet worked great. We were able to work, answer comments on our YouTube channel, all kinds of different things. So we're really happy with that. Overall, would I do a long cruise again? Definitely, because I really want to, one of my main bucket list items left is to take a cruise to Antarctica, and I think that's 10 to 14 days. Would I take another transatlantic cruise? I don't think so.
But by far, the best part of the cruise has honestly been hanging out and getting to know the crew. I mean, especially 5 straight days at sea, and we've made some friends. Yay! This is Nico. He's the best.
You guys are two the best. Perfect. Okay.
Here's our friend Nappy. He's like the #1 waiter here. He's awesome. Yeah. Happy birthday to Peter! We got you a birthday present from one of the Portugal islands for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's your 23rd birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Peter, what country are you from?
Gambia.
What?
No.
The Gambia.
Yeah, how tall are you? Babe, stand up
He's like
straight.
7 foot 8.
No,
He's
stand up
going
straight.
I'm taller.
Yeah, there you go.
birthday.
Thank you,
You
sir.
don't have today off? Mm-hmm. Why are you working on your birthday?
Nah, I should
You should work. Is that how you get strong?
We've been able to get their WhatsApp number, so hopefully we'll be able to stay in contact with them, especially because they live like all over the world, and maybe one day we'll actually be able to meet them in their hometown when they're off from work and they get to show us around their hometown. That was our 15-night transatlantic cruise. Thanks for watching this video.
This is WITY Travels. What could possibly be next?